Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. Let's start with 2 eggs. Crack them into a bowl. Whisk until smooth and light. Eggs are such a comforting ingredient, simple, nourishing, and full of protein and vitamins to keep us strong. Now, heat a little olive oil in a frying pan. Add 1 pound, or about 450 grams, of ground beef. As it hits the pan, listen to that soft sizzle. It's such a familiar, homey sound, isn't it? As the beef cooks, take 1 onion. Slice it in half, then finely chop one side at a time. I always find something calming about chopping an onion. It's one of those small kitchen rituals that connects us to generations before us. No wonder they've stood the test of time. Onions add sweetness and depth, and they're rich in antioxidants that support heart health. Add the onion to the pan with the beef. Stir gently and let it all cook together until the onion softens and turns golden. Now take 3 cloves of garlic, chop them finely. The moment garlic hits the pan, everything changes. The kitchen wakes up. That warm, rich aroma is the promise of comfort, the start of every good meal. Friends, I'd be so happy to hear where you're from. Let me know your city, country, and if you're in the US, your state too. Add the garlic to the pan and give it a good stir. Next, finely dice 1 bell pepper. I love this step. The bright color and the sweet aroma always lift my mood. Bell peppers aren't just beautiful, they're packed with vitamin C, even more than citrus fruits, which helps strengthen our immune system. If something is unclear in the recipe, just leave a comment, and I'll answer as soon as possible. Add the chopped pepper to the pan and stir again. Let everything fry together for another 3 to 4 minutes until the vegetables soften and all the flavors start to blend. Now let's move on to the potatoes. Take 5 or 6 large potatoes and dice them into small cubes. I always think of those quiet moments before dinner when the kitchen was full of gentle sounds. A knife tapping the board, a pot bubbling softly, someone humming by the stove. Those were the moments that made a house feel like home. Liking this video would be appreciated. It's a great way to show your support. Transfer the potato cubes into a pot. Pour in enough water to cover them. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Cover with a lid. Let them cook over medium heat until soft and tender. In a bowl, mix 4 ounces, or about 120 milliliters, of tomato sauce. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of paprika. 1 teaspoon of basil, and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Friends, if you enjoy what you see, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for similar recipes in the future. Pour the sauce into the pan with the beef and vegetables. Stir well so everything comes together. Then let it simmer gently for about 5 to 7 minutes. The sauce will thicken slightly, and the aroma, rich, herby, and comforting, will fill your kitchen. Finally, chop a bunch of fresh parsley. I always love this moment. The way the scent of parsley, garlic, and tomatoes fills the kitchen. It's that familiar, cozy aroma that makes you feel like you've just come home after school and someone's been cooking something wonderful just for you. Stir it into the pan. Remove the pan from the heat and set it aside. The flavors have come together beautifully. Now let's check our potatoes. Pierce one gently with a fork. If it slides in easily, they're ready. Drain the water and transfer the potatoes to a large bowl while they're still warm. Mash them until smooth. Warm potatoes mash so much better. They turn soft and creamy without needing much effort. Add the 2 beaten eggs and mix well. Eggs bring everything together, giving that lovely light texture that holds the layers perfectly. Now add half a stick, or about 60 grams of softened butter. Stir it in. Butter gives the potatoes a rich, velvety flavor, that unmistakable taste of homemade comfort. Then add 2 tablespoons of flour. Mix everything thoroughly until the texture is smooth and slightly airy. Now, take a baking pan and line the sides with parchment paper. Then pour a little olive oil onto the bottom of the pan. Spread it evenly with a brush. This simple step gives the base a gentle golden color as it bakes and adds that wonderful flavor only olive oil can bring. Spoon in just over half of the mashed potato mixture and press it gently to form a smooth, even base. Then add the ground beef and vegetable mixture on top, spreading it evenly across the surface. It already smells amazing. The savory meat, the herbs, the buttered potatoes all coming together. Finally, top with the rest of the mashed potatoes and smooth it out with a spoon. Grate 5 ounces, or about 150 grams of mozzarella cheese, or any cheese that melts beautifully. Sprinkle it generously over the top. As it bakes, the cheese will turn golden and bubbly, sealing in all those comforting flavors. Place the pan in a preheated oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius and bake for 30 minutes. While the casserole bakes, let's prepare something fresh to go with it: a light salad. Take half an iceberg lettuce and chop it into large chunks. There's something so grounding about this step: the crisp sound of chopping, the fresh scent of greens. Place the lettuce in a large bowl. Add a few handfuls of mixed greens. Slice one cucumber into thin half rings. Cucumbers add that lovely crunch and freshness, like a breath of summer in every bite. Transfer them to the bowl. Next, cut one tomato into similar half rings. Tomatoes don't just add color and juiciness, they're also rich in antioxidants that support heart health. Add it in. Slice half a bell pepper. I love the sweetness and bright color it brings. Finally, chop a small bunch of green onions. Add them to the salad for a little kick of freshness. Now for the dressing. Add half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, one tablespoon of lemon juice, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Mix everything gently, coating the vegetables so they glisten lightly in the dressing. Take the casserole out of the oven. Now, using a sharp knife, cut it gently into portions. You can hear that soft crunch on top. That's the melted mozzarella forming its perfect layer. Let's plate it up. Place a warm, hearty slice of the casserole onto your plate. Add a spoonful of fresh salad on the side. The crisp greens and bright vegetables balance the richness of the dish so well. And there you have it, a comforting potato and ground beef bake. with soft layers inside and a cheesy, golden top. It's one of those simple, heartwarming meals that always feels like home. I hope this dish brings that same warmth and comfort to your table. Thank you for cooking with me today, but that's not all. I have a second, equally delicious recipe for you. Let's start by taking 1 pound or 450 grams of ground pork. Add 1 egg. It helps bind everything together. Now season with half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of dried garlic, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Stir everything together until it's smooth and evenly combined. As you mix, take your time. This is one of those quiet kitchen moments that feels almost meditative. Now, chop a small bunch of parsley. Fresh parsley is like a little burst of life on your cutting board, bright, fragrant, and full of goodness. It doesn't just lift the flavor, it wakes the whole dish up. And beyond that fresh, green aroma, parsley is full of vitamin C and antioxidants that help keep us feeling strong and energized. Add it to the bowl and mix again. It's amazing how just a handful of fresh herbs can lift the entire flavor. Next, dice half of a red bell pepper. I just love how vibrant and full of life bell peppers are. That deep red color instantly brightens any dish. They add a gentle sweetness and a little crunch that feels like sunshine on a plate. Every time I cut into one, that fresh, crisp scent reminds me of summer gardens and open-air markets overflowing with color. Now, pour a little olive oil into a frying pan. Add half a stick, or about 60 grams, of butter. The mix of olive oil and butter gives us the best of both worlds, that buttery flavor we crave and the healthy fats from olive oil that are so good for the heart. Once the butter melts, add the diced red pepper to the pan. Sauté for about 2 minutes, just until it starts to soften. Then slice 1 onion. Onions have this wonderful way of transforming as they cook, from sharp and crisp to soft, golden and sweet. The moment they start to caramelize, the kitchen fills with that cozy, familiar aroma that feels like home. And they're not just delicious. Onions are full of natural antioxidants that help keep us healthy and strong. It's amazing how something so simple can bring so much warmth to a dish. Pat it in. You'll hear that gentle sizzle, one of my favorite sounds in the kitchen. Grate 1 carrot on the fine side of the grater. I love this part. The bright orange color instantly adds a bit of cheer to the kitchen. Carrots bring a gentle sweetness that balances the savory flavors perfectly. And as they cook, they melt right into the dish, making it richer and smoother. Add the carrot to the pan and stir everything together. Fry for another 2 to 3 minutes, letting the vegetables soften and release all their lovely aromas. Then season with half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. Give it all a good stir so every piece gets coated with those warm spices. The kitchen already smells incredible. Remove the frying pan from the heat and transfer the vegetables to a bowl. The colors alone, the soft golden onions, bright carrots, and red peppers, already look like a warm sunset in your kitchen. In a pan, pour in a little olive oil. Add the ground pork mixture and cook it over medium heat, breaking it up with a spatula. As it sizzles, that rich aroma fills the air. It's the kind of smell that makes everyone wander into the kitchen asking, "What's cooking?" Let it brown for 3 to 5 minutes, then transfer it to the bowl with the vegetables. Give it all a good stir so the flavors can mingle. Now it's time for the pastry, one of my favorite parts. Lightly dust your work surface with flour. Roll out a sheet of yeast puff pastry until smooth. Puff pastry always feels a little magical. Those buttery layers bake up so beautifully golden and flaky. Trim the edges to make them even. Then carefully place the rolled out dough onto a parchment-lined baking tray. Spoon the pork and vegetable filling right onto the dough, spreading it evenly so every bite is full of flavor. Then grate 5 ounces, or about 150 grams, of soft cheese. Sprinkle it over the top. I love how cheese adds that creamy richness. When it melts, it ties everything together so perfectly. Now for the fun part. Gently roll the dough into a neat log, just like in the video. It's a simple step, but it feels so satisfying. Slice the roll into 1-inch or about 2.5 centimeters thick rounds and lay them flat on another parchment-lined tray. They already look beautiful. Little spirals of color and comfort. Slice 5 ounces or 150 grams of cherry tomatoes in half. Cherry tomatoes always remind me of summer gardens, so sweet, juicy, and full of sunshine. Place a few halves on top of each roll. Then grate 3 ounces or 90 grams of cheddar cheese. Sprinkle it over everything. Cheddar brings a wonderful sharpness that balances the sweetness of the vegetables. Bake in a preheated oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for about 25 to 30 minutes. While they bake, let's make a quick, flavorful sauce. In a small bowl, combine 2 tablespoons of ketchup and 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Grate 1 garlic clove on a mini grater. That tiny bit of garlic adds so much depth and warmth. Then finely chop 1 sprig of thyme. Fresh herbs like thyme don't just bring aroma. They're full of antioxidants and have a calming, earthy flavor that makes any dish feel special. Add it to the sauce and stir until smooth and creamy. Take the tray out of the oven. Just look at those beautiful golden spirals, bubbling with melted cheese. The smell alone is enough to make everyone gather around the table. Carefully place the mini rolls onto a serving plate while they're still warm. Add our creamy sauce on the side for dipping. It's the perfect finishing touch. Now, sprinkle a little fresh parsley over the top. That bit of green not only brightens the dish, but adds a hint of freshness to balance the richness of the filling. And there you have it, crisp, flaky puff pastry filled with juicy ground pork, tender vegetables, and melted cheese, all paired with a smooth, flavorful sauce. It's the kind of dish that's easy to serve, fun to eat, and perfect for sharing with family or friends. I hope it brings comfort, joy, and that feeling of home to your table today. Thank you for cooking with me today. Until next time, happy cooking!